What's going on, my friends? Maximus Aquatics here again. It's been a minute, so I wanted to do a quick update for those of you that are interested. A little bit has changed in the fish room. Nothing has changed much in the 180. It's still the same. Good vibes, everything's going well. But the 125 has taken a change. I got down to one Oscar, the one that kind of went through thick and thin with me. He just wasn't growing. It almost seemed like a runt, and then he started to not eat, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I had another one in here, the one that I had bought to replace the original, one of the other originals that had passed, and he was growing like a tank and doing great, so water was checking out good. But he ended up passing, so I was down to one Oscar in this tank, and I just really wasn't feeling it anymore. Just the thought of having this tank with just the one fish in it. And one of my past videos I had asked for some advice, and somebody mentioned doing the Geos and Severums, so I was struggling between the two. I picked the Oscars, and that remaining Oscar ended up being rehomed to a 120 gallon with another Oscar and a parrot cichlid. So he's happy. And as you can see, this tank, we've got some fake plants in there. And the Geos that were in the 40 were starting to grow up. They were ready to be moved. Starting to show some good color. Starting to get some nice trailers on the fins on a few. Got 3 different species of Geophagus in there, and then you can see the Red Severum just came out to the right. Red Shoulder Severum. He's still got some growing up to do, but he loves that driftwood. There's a cave in there that he likes to claim as his own. But yeah, I'm loving these Geos, these Geophagus. They're still relatively small. I think my biggest one is right there in the middle in between the Severum. He's starting to go that way, but he's probably pushing 4 inches. But he'll definitely get a lot bigger. So I wanted to share that with everyone. Kind of excited about it. These came from Imperial Tropicals, and I'm very impressed. I've had them for, we'll say, about 6 months now. So if you're looking for Geophagus, or really any kind of fish, I'm not a paid sponsor. Proof is in the pudding. I bought these back when they were having, like, I think it was like right before Christmas or late fall. They were having like the buy one get one. So that's why I ended up getting so many Geos, but I'm glad I did. They're gonna be some studs. So just a quick little update. Kind of happy with the change. The Oscar rehome was kind of bittersweet. I really did like that dude, so I was struggling with it, and I debated whether to even do it for several weeks. But he's in a good place, so it all worked out. I don't know if I'm going to add much more. If any of you are watching, got any, if I do add something, it won't be much more, but 40's empty. Anubius is doing okay. Look at the filtration on this 40. Two AC 110s on here. It's a little insane. I had this one on the 125 and decided to pull it because the motor was going bad in it, so I changed out the motor. So it's just running on there, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to put it back. Use those for polishing. They're great at polishing, but this tank's looking pretty crisp. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put it back or not. But yeah, if you would add anything else to this, you know, I'm open to any suggestions. Sorry, I'm doing all this walking around, trying to fight that glare. You know, what would you add additional? I'm thinking if I do add anything else, maybe one or two, because I know those geodes are going to get a lot bigger. But I'd appreciate any advice or, you know, past experiences you've had with the mix I'm currently running and what you might add to it. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great weekend.